this is Dominique Liv-Kamel with our spring season detox therapies blog number 2, I think this one is. And I want to know, did you download my book, The Wellness Zone, for 100% by donation last week on our website, medicineroom.net? Because we've written 68 pages on cleansing and detoxing in our detox zone in this book, which is a pretty good guide for the spring season and what we're going to be doing with our health and wellness. So last week, just to recap a few things, we talked about we're coming into the wood season, and we are now. It's the 15th of September, so now we've finished our 15 days at the beginning of the spring season where you were in the earth element and just grounding yourself and just sorting out whatever you needed to sort out from the last season and working out your intentions of what you're bringing into the spring season and what you want to let go of. And so now we're up to let go time. I get really excited every spring, and you know, I've been working as a naturopath and nutritionist and herbalist for like a long time now, and it's like, oh, here we are in spring again and everyone's just going to go into detox and it's detox time. And I think that it needs to be really tailored to you as an individual and to what's going on with your body specifically. Like if you're in a category of person where you're on no medications, where you don't have any health issues, where you're healthy and where your lifestyle is optimal so that you've got time to really take this season through and detox and rest as much as you need to, then that's fantastic. Any of the strategies that I mention in these blogs or anything that's in any of my books that I've written, The Magic of Food as Medicine as well has over 200 fruits, vegetables and herbs and why they are good for you and how they can heal you. When you're in optimal health, you can pretty well do anything. However, if you are in a situation where you're on any medications, or if you're sick, or if you've got any ailments, or if there's just problems in your life, or if you're working really hard in a stressed environment, then you need to tone things down and you need to get very specific and tailor-make your detox season for yourself and for what you're going to be doing. So this week I just want to talk to you about just basic detox stuff that we all need for the season. Getting some good herbal teas in the house would be helpful. And just replacing things that aren't so good for you in drinks over the next week with really nice clean herbal teas and herbal drinks will really help. I recommend peppermint tea in the spring season, and a reason for peppermint is calm on the digestive tract, it's deodorizing for the whole body, it's refreshing, it's lightening and it's cooling. It's a really good tea to have. I also recommend chamomile tea in the house and valerian and calming herbs so that you can take them in the evenings and just help your whole body relax and help your whole nervous system repair during the night. That's something that is really nice to get in your house this week. And if you read my book, The Magic of Food as Medicine too, we show you how to make decoctions and infusions and herbal oils and herbal vinegars. And we can go into all that kind of thing as the season goes on as well with what we're going to be doing. Right now this week, I would also like you to think about what herbs you'd like to take. Milk thistle, Silybum marianum, and the milk thistle seed is a hepatoprotective, and it works on protecting the liver cells during the whole detoxification process so that you can, like really look after your liver. The liver is a filter organ, and it's an organ that has a huge capacity for congestion, and it's an organ that can function at a very low level as well. And so when we look at this right now, the first organ I'd like you to look at for the next week or so, which will be something that we're looking at for the whole season, is our liver. And so the herbs that we recommend, and we're currently offering a special discount for our spring detox packs here in the medicine room. Please contact us if you're interested. But the herbs that you want in a good herbal formula for detox right now that's generic, that's not tailor-made specifically for you, would be milk thistle, which is the hepatoprotective I've just explained, dandelion root, which really cleanses blood, it cleanses the kidneys, it strengthens the body, it's an anti-cancer herb, it's a great liver herb, it's a great strengthening tonic, and it's the perfect perfect herb for the spring. And the dandelion greens as well are a real European, French, Swiss medicine in the springtime for detoxing, because of course the bitter dandelion leaves put in salads and cooked in casseroles and stews are really good for your whole digestion, and they're fabulous digestive bitters as well. And the dandelion flowers, of course, we put them in salads. They're really beautiful. So that's a plant that is coming up as a weed around most people's gardens now. And that's spring in all seasons. And that's just traditional European medicine, which we just love as well. Now we're right in the wood season in Chinese traditional medicine. So we're looking at the gallbladder as well. And the detox formula that I recommend for you will of course contain globe artichoke. Now this is globe artichoke. This is also European, the artichoke. Eat the artichoke. It's a springtime vegetable, but it's also a Chinese medicine as well, and it's used globally. It's a really good herb, clearing the gallbladder of any little cholesterol deposits or any little hormonal deposits that are in there, and making sure that it's flushing really well is super important, because that's sending the bile from our liver to our gallbladder into our digestive tract for optimal digestion. So the first part of the digestive tract that we're really going to want to cleanse as well is looking at our digestive tract. So there's our esophagus, our stomach, our small intestine and our large intestine. So just starting off with the liver this week and giving yourself a little bit of a liver flush, having greens, starting to incorporate the greens into your day, fresh green bitters, green little vegetables that are growing up in your garden are perfect at this time of the year. The very first spring vegetables that are coming up are all really good detox vegetables for the spring, really strengthening for the body as far as strengthening the body's capacity to release what no longer serves it, and to just plan and set up for what we're going to be doing for the rest of the spring season. Yeah, springtime. So it's about planting the seed. So this is a time to start your ideas as well. And we talked about that a little bit last week. And to have a list of what you intend to take with you into the future and what you choose to release that no longer serves you. This is the time of the year to do that. It's really, really important. It's really important to observe yourself. And when you detox, quite often a lot of emotional stuff comes up. And when the emotional stuff comes up that we need to deal with, we actually really do need to deal with it. So that would be when you start detoxing, when you're lightly detoxing, as we are at the beginning of the season, sometimes just little things come up. But the more deeply you get into a detox, like I know some friends of mine and some clients of mine have just thrown themselves wholeheartedly into detoxing and into spring detoxing this week. And if you've done that, good for you, that's awesome. Personally, I'm not doing it that way this year. I'm taking the detox across the whole season, and I'm doing it in stages. And the stage that I'm at right now is I really want to look at the liver, and I really want to look at the gallbladder. And I also want to look at strengthening the nervous system at the same time, so that the nervous system has the capacity to take on the cleansing and the releasing that we're doing. And the reason why we really want to cleanse our liver is that because it can take on so much congestion, that congestion can include parasites, it can include viruses, it can include debris of all kinds of matter, heavy metals, all sorts of things. And some of the pathways in the liver may not be operating optimally, and a really nice way to sort of open that up is just to flush out and give the liver a rest. And by giving the liver a rest, it means don't put poisons in your body, don't put toxins in your body, don't put something that's going to be congestive in your body. So we're going to look at lightening up our diet. I fully recommend just kicking in straight up this season to a wholesome vegetarian detox diet now, and that is in my book, The Wellness Zone. And it is, like I said, downloadable. But when we talk about a wholesome vegetarian detox, I just want to tell you what that is so that you don't have to go any further than this blog if that's where you are with it, and you can implement this straight away. Okay, so a wholesome vegetarian detox is exactly that, wholesome and vegetarian. with a focus on detox. So that means getting as close to a plant-based diet as you possibly can right now in the spring season as we start the detox. Incorporating the herbal teas that I mentioned. Right now I'm thinking things like peppermint this week, just something light and delicious herbal teas. We've got our beautiful Divine Blessings tea in the herbal dispensary if you want some. It's Tulsi mint, which is sacred basil, which is an Ayurvedic herb, which is fantastic for the liver, and it's really good for the nervous system, and it's also antimicrobial. It's got Damiana in it. Damiana is super calming for the nervous system. It's really balancing, makes you feel good. You want to feel good when you're detoxing. And it's also got in it peppermint, which is, I must admit, one of my favourite herbs for detoxing and fasting. And I would love you to love peppermint as well, because it does a whole lot of stuff for our body, and it's one of those herbs that actually makes you feel good when you're detoxing. And it really allows you to feel the deodorization that happens in your body, and it's just powerfully yummy. It just feels really, really good. It's one of my favourites. And then we're going to incorporate some herbal medicines. So talk to us at the medicine room about our herbal detox blend, or go and see your nearest herbalist or naturopath and talk to your practitioner about what you think you need. I recommend, as I mentioned before, the milk thistle and the dandelion and the globe artichoke, and they're just bases for it. But let's just kick in and let's just start getting ready for our large intestine cleanse as well. Add in some black walnut hulls. That'd be really nice. So I will talk to you next week, and implement your detox plan now. We're in the wood season. The wood season is just such a beautiful time in traditional Chinese medicine. The colour is green. Incorporate green foods into your diet. Go for those beautiful alpine, European, dandelion, beautiful, yummy, fresh, bitter greens. Put in the digestive bitters. Start to detox the actual tubes that are going through our digestive tract with a focus on our liver. I look forward to talking to you again. www.medicineroom.net. Just remember, we've got High Vibes on the Mountain up here in Mullaney on the 20th and 21st of January. That's highvibesonthemountain.com. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Dominique Liv Kamal, blessings.